This video is brought to you by Surfshark, my go-to VPN that's both fast and easy to use as you connect to your server of choice with the best speed. It's jam-packed with features that go way beyond the basics. It's both easy to install and you can run it on unlimited devices, all of this on a single subscription. With Surfshark, you'll be chilling in style as you can unlock the 15 largest Netflix libraries, including the UK, the US and Japan, all by merely connecting to a server in the right country. So as a Brit, I can access the American Netflix library simply by changing my VPN location. And most recently, I've been enjoying the Hangar 1 series. What's even more awesome about Surfshark is that they actually care about your online security and privacy. So much so they created a VPN app that secures your data with industry-leading measures by using uncrackable encryption and the most secure VPN protocols. To put it simply, your privacy is placed above all else when using Surfshark VPN. They even give you a 30-day money-back guarantee, which gives you plenty of time to try it out risk-free. So what are you waiting for? Click the link down there in the description and use promo code StarWarsMeg for 83% off and 3 extra months free. You heard me right, 83% off. Supporting my sponsors helps to support this channel. Thank you. Hello my dear friends and welcome back to another Star Wars news update. In today's video we're going to be talking about the Acolyte, the Book of Boba Fett and more. As always my dear friends, before we dive into it, please be sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below if you've not done so, and also be sure to give that bell a good old tickle to be alerted every single time I post a new video. So without much further ado and without any more jibber jabber, let's talk about the news. So we're going to start with the Book of Boba Fett, because last night in a very brief and non-revealing teaser for Disney Plus Day, the name of the Boba Fett special that's going to air on November 12th was revealed. And we also got some brief shots of the behind the scenes of the original trilogy and also some kind of Boba event we haven't seen before, but none of it was for the Book of Boba Fett. The special is going to be called Under the Helmet, The Legacy of Boba Fett. Now even though nothing was revealed, we do expect that right after this special, we are going to be getting the full trailer for the Book of Boba. As with a lot of Star Wars projects recently, the marketing has not been great for the Book of Boba. Outside of the Star Wars fan community, there's not been much talk or hype for the series, and we are now just 2 months away. Don't get me wrong, within the Star Wars fan community there's been a lot of hype, but generally outside of that there's no mention of it. Within the fandom we could not be more stoked, but in terms of casual Star Wars fans and people who are vaguely interested in Star Wars, many of them have no clue, or if they saw the Mandalorian Season 2 finale end credits scene, they might have forgotten. So I really hope that Lucasfilm start the hype train soon, and that Disney begins marketing the series sooner than 1 month away from the show dropping. The only reason I'm saying all this is because the Book of Boba Fett is set to be huge. Robert Rodriguez said the show is going to over-deliver, and we know there are going to be legacy characters other than Boba, and even bounty hunters from The Empire Strikes Back. Even in the teaser for Disney Plus Day, which came out last night, they highlighted the Boba Fett Legacy special, but didn't once even refer to the Book of Boba. But not to worry, we're just 3 weeks away from Disney Plus Day, which hopefully is going to have some reveals for not only the Book of Boba Fett, but also for Kenobi and Andor as well. So now my dear friends, we're going to talk about the Acolyte, and after months of rumours that filming is going to begin in February of next year, Bespin Bulletin have doubled down that filming is indeed going to start in February, and the location is going to be Pinewood Studios in London. Now this means that there's a very good chance we are going to get a cast announcement on Disney Plus Day next month. Pinewood is also going to be used as the filming location for Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron, but the implications of the Acolyte using Pinewood are huge, more specifically for the Ahsoka series. With the Acolyte occupying Pinewood, that leaves the volume in Los Angeles free once the Mandalorian Season 3 finishes for the Ahsoka series to film in. Now, Ahsoka is not going to start production until after the Mandalorian Season 3 wraps next March. Ahsoka is slated to be the next one to go into production, and it's going to have a release date of 2023, the same year as the Acolyte and Rogue Squadron. Now, I understand that a lot of people are apprehensive about the Acolyte, and to a large extent, I am too, and it really didn't help that we were told that Leslye Headland has hired writers who haven't even seen Star Wars before. But look, like every upcoming project, there's no point in prejudging it, and I am going to give it a chance. But I do think it's perfectly rational if you are a little bit apprehensive and you do have some concerns going into it. If it ends up being amazing, I'm going to be so happy and give it all the praise it deserves. And likewise, if it sucks, it sucks. But we'll just have to wait and see and go into it with an open mind. The premise of the show does sound epic. We've never had a Star Wars series that's solely focused on the Sith before, so this is definitely going to be a first. And as I mentioned in my Darth Plagueis video, video, given that it's at the end of the High Republic era, Darth Plagueis is around, and so is his master, Darth Tenebrous. So overall, there's a great setting to work with at this point in the timeline, but whether Lucasfilm decides to use it or not is a completely different story. And while I do hope they at least acknowledge Plagueis, there's also a chance they go in a completely different direction. This is particularly true when you consider that Star Wars under Disney has largely averted or ignored prequel material. The Obi-Wan Kenobi series and The Bad Batch are really the only two properties that give any love to that era, but outside of that, they've really been focusing on the post-original trilogy world with The Mandalorian and the sequels. So I wouldn't be too surprised if The Acolyte, which by definition is a prequel series, completely ignores the setup for The Phantom Menace. But I really hope it doesn't. I want them to acknowledge that and lead up to episode 1 really well. But as I say, my dear friends, we literally know nothing about the series yet. I just hope it turns out to be good. So finally, my dear friends, we're going to be talking about Star Wars Ahsoka and a bit of fun speculation to end this news update on. Over the last few weeks, we've spoken about Ezra, Sabine, Wren and Thrawn all making their returns to Star Wars, but this time in live action in Star Wars Ahsoka. But one character a lot of you wanted me to bring up is Zeb from Rebels, and if we're going to see him in live action. I definitely think there's a very good chance if we are going to see other members of the Ghost Crew. It's just a case of how well they can pull him off in live action. In case you're not aware, Zeb was designed based on the original concept art for Chewie, but Zeb is a Lasset, and bringing him into live action would not be an easy feat because apart from his features which were made for the animated style of Rebels, he's not just an ordinary member of his species, he's a giant, bulky one, and since he's not a villain, making him not look frightening is going to be challenging. I really hope we do see him in live action though, and the Ahsoka series or Rangers would be the perfect places, especially when Rangers of the New Republic comes back into production. Hera Syndulla is said to be one of the leads. Now, as I've spoken about in the past, we really are witnessing a Rebels sequel in the form of the Mandalorian universe. Dave Filoni always had big plans for some of those characters, Ahsoka in particular, and I'm sure it's going to overlap with the story of Grogu, Din Djarin and Luke Skywalker too. Omega from the Bad Batch is another one that probably is going to come into live action, maybe in Rangers or Ahsoka. One character I hope they do expand upon in the Ahsoka series or even Rangers is Jacen Syndulla, Hera Syndulla's son. Is his story going to play any significant role in the future? Is he going to be Force sensitive or not? Who knows? Time will tell. But there's a lot of material to work from and I can't wait to see all of it play out. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think we're going to see any of these characters in the Ahsoka series? What did you make of all of the news we spoke about in today's video? If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new and a huge welcome if you are. Also, why not consider becoming a patron? The link is down there in the description and you get exclusive videos not found here on YouTube. But otherwise, my dear friends, I will see you in the next one. I'm Star Wars Meg and I'm wishing you a phenomenal rest of the day, no matter where you dwell in the galaxy. May the Force be with you and I'll see you tomorrow.